I just tell the truth, and telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies. And the media is always taking anything out of context that isn't a part of the overall narrative.
Yeah.
That because there's, like Hollywood and media has controlled so much of the narrative. Every time I crash the internet, it's like this little drop of truth. Every time I say something that's extremely truthful out loud, it literally breaks the internet. So what are we getting all of the rest of the time? And I think in full color. So when I talk, I have to describe a thought in 5 ways. We enjoy food that has multiple seasoning in it. We enjoy music that has multiple instruments. So when I talk, it's not a rant, it's a symphony of ideas. And when you collect them, you say, oh, these are all these things that connect. Yeah, voice. And this is what happens to a lot of artists. They start off with their voice, and then they start having to do so many records for so many different people. And is this person gonna be happy? Is that gonna be person? And I just had to stand in front of that, board every morning to ask myself, do these songs truly make me happy? Are these songs I want to play back? Does the song make me cry? Does the song take me somewhere?
We live in boxes. We leave the womb when we're born and get put directly into the tomb. We get put directly into our first square space, which is the beginning of us going from being multi-dimensional and completely imaginative to placed onto a grid. Those boxes are those grids. First, it starts off at the crib. Then we go to schools where that's a box. Then we go to higher learning a lot of times, and that's a box. And then we end up at a job where we're working inside of a box. And then we do that to try to buy a crib, actually. And then we, have children and then put our children in a crib.
Kanye West is here. His debut album, The College Dropout, has sold over 2.5 million copies, earned him 10 Grammy nominations, including Best New Artist, Song of the Year, Album of the Year, and more. Who is it that you would like to say, I told you so, I told you so, I told you so?
Oh, man, the list is so long, I don't know where to start. Do I start with my gym teacher back in high school, who I told her freshman year I was about to get a deal and take Crisscross out, and then she came to me senior year, what happened to your record deal? Or do I tell all the label execs that didn't sign me, and they said, who's gonna believe a rapper that dresses like Carlton? Or do I say it to the magazines where I begged for covers, or said that I felt like the album should get a higher rating, and people say, well, what's wrong with him? I just felt if you put your heart into something and you had a grasp on what was really good and you knew you delivered a good product, you have the right to defend your product after people would criticize it. You have the right to call people and say, man, I feel like it deserves something better. If you're in school, if you're the valedictorian, if you're someone that always gets all A's and you get a B, you're going to go to the professor and try to get your grade changed. Right. So I feel like the Grammys kind of stamped it. Now everybody feels like it's okay to like me. It was really different when it came out, and they didn't know if it was cool enough to say you like Kanye yet, So.